Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa, where two people are dead, thus solving our stalemate dilemma.
You knew there was going to be something that was going to happen. So we've spent numerous hours debating who it could possibly be without any evidence.
Yep. I'm going. Do you want to say?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Talk about your two.
I said Richie Rich Boy, but he's like the obvious suspect. And then I also said Captain Intensity because he's the one that did the whole morning breakfast routine, and he was the very first one to point out that there's two people missing. And, you know, that's my two.
All right. I'm with you on the rich boy. But he does feel like the obvious suspect, just because it seems like he was the one who's not going to care. My other thought is Leon, the baseball star, because there were two people who freaked out when they first saw those discs, and one of them is dead. So he was the other person who's like, I need to get out of here. So that's my guess. All right. Anyway, let's go
figure out what's going on.
Evidence. Oh yeah.
All right. So who do we want to talk to first? Maybe we talk to our Richie Rich Boy. Or do you want to talk to Taka?
Let's just start. Let's just maybe go right down the row.
Okay.
If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. No, he's usually in favor of school regulations. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. We're really gonna try to find out who did it? Ah. Alright, I'm even more suspicious now.
He's like sweating.
Oh.
So you finally noticed?
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what?
I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died?
I mean, it was our room, technically.
She died in Makoto's dorm. What? She's right.
Huh? Could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth.
The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. I think she's a detective.
I was gonna say, she has to be a detective. Like, she's way too on the ball. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick.
Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene.
What if he's the killer?
Yeah.
Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you.
So then.
Fine then, I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem.
Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally LP.
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw this piece of shit bear.
I agree with him.
My God. Huh? What's going on?
Oh my God.
Nope.
Oh.
There we go.
We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They...
Yeah, like, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way to do this. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
Oh my God.
She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. She was able to accuse us fairly easily earlier. Alright, so we've talked now to everybody.
Do you want to look at the body? Or did we already do that?
I don't know that we did. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but... she really is dead.
Couldn't have guessed that.
There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second.
Oh my God.
She's dead? Then that means... that means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not like a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no. Somebody save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say any more?
Perhaps you leave.
I'd rather you didn't. No.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck.
With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Weren't we gonna like form like groups to split up?
Right. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime.
Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
Fucking dead.
they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and carve their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway.
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
This is very suspicious.
It was you.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well at least check just to check.
Even if we wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Wait, why not?
I'm not good with blood.
But it's not blood, it's just purple stuff. It's
All
just
it
purple.
takes is one glimpse, and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
execution is execution. Execution. Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Jeez.
Dang it, Rampa.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka.
And get them all to believe you, too. That's the other problem.
Right. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Alright.
What is a truth bullet?
I'm assuming it's a bullet.
What are the controls? What's the menu again?
Handbook?
X, which is square somehow. Alright, so this is all the stuff that we just read, so that's not going to help us. Didn't we get skills at some point?
I think we couldn't figure this out.
And we couldn't figure out how to equip them. I mean, I'm hoping at some point they'll spell that out.
Or we can Google it off scene.
Yeah, we might have to do that. Aren't you going to help the investigation, Chihiro?
But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her.
No way. I seriously don't want to die in here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Alright, so we already looked at the body. Just double check. Yeah, okay. Damn it, why is this happening? Oh, great. So, to me, I think the smart thing to do
Go back to your dorm room?
is go back to the dorm room first. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there.
My thing is, if she had a broken wrist, that means she fought back, is my thought.
Or she could have, if it was in the bathroom, maybe she fell. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little bit closer. That might reveal something new. Alright, so there's... Remember I wanted to look at like all this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was like yelling at me every time. So the toolkit is inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
How about the nope? Oh.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then? Not just me. Nobody busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened the toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Ooh, I have a thought. Remember when we touched that stupid sword and we got gold stuff all over us?
Yes.
Whoever used the sword most likely has gold stuff all over them.
Oh. All the other male students claim they haven't used theirs either, but still.
Okay. How about your notebook over there on the desk? Anything with that thing?
I think that's just the rules. Notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay, lint roller. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before.
Someone used...
Did Sayaka see how dirty the room was and decided to clean it up a little? Or was someone cleaning up the crime scene?
No, they were cleaning up the gold dust.
With a lint roller?
Yeah, getting off their clothes.
Oh. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Ah, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too, so Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for...
Do you want me to do her voice? Oh, that's you. Still.
Yeah. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
After saying it, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... been added to the truth bullet section? Alright. Is there anything... I wonder if... Is there anything in there that's going to help us? Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Switched with her when someone attempted to force her into the room, and she became frightened.
I have a question.
Yes.
Didn't Makoto run into the room to find her in the bathroom? The door was unlocked. He couldn't have gotten in without the key. When he came back to find her.
Oh, yeah. Can I look at the door? I should check the... Oh, no, I'm not trying to leave.
Okay.
I want to...
Alright, what about the scratches on the floor?
Yeah. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If I only I'd heard something, but remember they said that you couldn't hear someone screaming from the other side.
Right.
Wait.
That would not have been possible.
Huh?
Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder.
That would make sense. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
How about the scabbard?
This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone had used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Okay.
The table? Can we look at the table being flipped over?
I'm sure there's an easier way to like look around. Okay. So yeah, let's start with the table. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle?
Yeah, we've already gotten that one.
There's no way you could... Alright, so we already... Alright, we already knew that.
Well,
a lot of
table's
these...
not...
Some of these things repeat.
Yeah.
It looks like.
And the table wasn't one of them anyways. It was just the angle we were at.
Oh. The display stand the sword was on.
How
Alright.
about the trash can? Is that anything?
Nope, can't even
Okay.
select it.
I don't think the scratches on the wall are going to be anything.
Not anything new, I
What
doubt
about
it.
the bathroom?
I'm just verify. Evidence of a struggle. Yep.
Well.
I don't think looking at any of this surveillance camera, the mastermind must have been using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching.
Alright. So you can go in the bathroom or you can talk to people out here.
Let's check the bathroom first, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe, like, might as well talk to everyone while we're here. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead.
I see.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. All right, that's important. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
son of a bitch.
That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll get sorted out when the time comes. That's funny. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching. Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
Are you a clean freak?
Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room.
Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here.
You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean.
Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it?
Koto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section. Alright, to the bathroom.
Oh.
The bathroom. And on the other side of this door... No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion.
Where'd they get the knife? I thought she was stabbed with the sword. I never noticed the knife.
Oh, yeah. So did Sayaka try to use the sword in self-defense?
That's what I don't
That
know.
would be the only reason for it to be scratched up that I can think
I
of.
have also have another weird theory of like she was trying to kill somebody else,
Oh.
and they killed her in self-defense. But anyways.
Oh, that would be interesting. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Alright, not a lot to go off of.
I bet you that's letters.
I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. And there I saw...
She was trying to write something. It says Leon.
It says Leon. Oh man. Alright, so now we know who did it. So she was stabbed and then used her own blood to write Leon? Wait, that's not numbers, you idiot. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. No. No, no. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Did Sayaka do this? It was funny. I saw the like L-E. I was like, oh, it's Leon. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now there's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is swollen, there's something glitter. She was hit with the... Was she hit with the scabbard then?
But I'm wondering.
I wonder... Did she have something for self-defense? And and Leon whacked her with the scabbard to break her wrist so she would drop it? Like that way he didn't have to get into close range?
Oh, yeah.
That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it.
Because she used it to write on the wall.
She used it to write Leon on the wall, The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Aha! The water for the shower gets turned off at nighttime. Alright, that doesn't tell me anything. I wish you could, like, move her.
Mm-hmm.
Get, like, a better look at the... Oh, nope. Well, I don't think... It doesn't look like there's anything...
Else in here.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll... Oh my god, this keeps going.
I just want to know, though, did Leon try to kill her, or did she try to kill Leon?
That's a good question. Like, did she invite Leon in? I wonder if that's it. Did she invite Leon over to kill him in Makoto's room? So that way Makoto would take the blame and she would get out.
I'm also wondering...
But they would have had to have had the knife. Or did she have the knife? Leon broke her wrist with the sword, got the knife, and then killed her.
Could be. I just think there's a twist to it that we're not seeing. I also am wondering that whatever was on her video or his video had something to do with each other.
Oh, that could be. But we'll have to find that out next time.
No! Why would you do that?
Because it's time. It's that time.
What time is it?
It's 28 minutes into the episode.
Oh. I'm sorry, folks. I tried.
So we will finish exploring and see how many of our crazy theories pan out in the next episode. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, do remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.